Hello, my dear students. You know that the newly created problems all over the world is going on, and that is COVID-19. Coronavirus is a global problem and it is a global issue as well as the global pandemic. That is why the Ministry of Education of Bangladesh has taken a decision to continue online classes in every educational institution. And as a part of this, the principal of our college and the vice principal jointly decided to continue online class and have directed us to take part in online classes. I am M.A.ABU Zahid, lecturer in English. Today I should like to discuss about verbs, tenses and the right forms of verbs. You know that verb is the backbone of English sentence. Without verb, no sentence can be formed. That is why the importance of verbs is beyond doubt. And now I will discuss about the verbs, various forms of verbs, classifications of verbs. Verb is basically of two types: finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Finite verbs can form a sentence without the help of any other verbs. Finite verbs may be divided as principal verbs and auxiliary verbs. Principal verbs are divided into three types. They are verb transitive or transitive verb, intransitive verb and linking verbs. Transitive verb is the verb which takes one or more objects after it. On the other hand, an intransitive verb does not take any object. Rather, it usually takes an adverb. Linking verb. Linking verb is the verb which takes complement to complete the sentence. Complements may be an adjective complement or a noun complement. So, now I should like to write an example for each item. I learn English. In this sentence, learn, the term learn is a transitive verb, while English is the object, whereas I is the subject of the sentence. So we can say that learn is a finite verb It is also called a transitive verb, which states an object like English. He sent me an email. In this sentence, send is a transitive verb, while me and an email are objects. Me is an indirect object, while an email is the direct object. Usually, an indirect object refers to a person or persons. Direct object stands for animals or objects. That is, he is the subject of the sentence. Sent is called a ditransitive verb. Learn is a monotransitive verb. A monotransitive verb takes a single object, while a ditransitive verb takes more than one object, that is, two objects. She laughs loudly. Here in this sentence, laughs is an intransitive verb, loudly is an adverb. We cannot laugh loudly as an object. So, learn and send the transitive verbs, while laughs is the S form of an intransitive verb. Kamal goes to school. Here goes is an intransitive verb. To school is an adverbial of direction, whereas Kamal is the subject of the sentence. He is an expert, is an expert teacher. This is the linking. Linking verb refers to the equation. It means he is equal to an expert teacher. Learn, send, laughs, goes, eat, all these are finite verbs which can complete a sentence without the help of any other verbs. They may take the help of auxiliary verbs to form tense, voice, and mood. Non-finite verbs cannot form any complete sentence without the help of a finite verb. Suppose to learn, to send, to laugh, to go, and to be. These are non-finite verbs, and all these verbs may be regarded as infinitive. That is to say, infinitive is a kind of non-finite. There are two other types of non-finite verbs, and they are participle and gerund. Participle and gerund. Infinitive, participle and gerund. Non-finite verb is of three types: infinitive, participle and gerund. This verb item cannot form a complete sentence without the help of any finite verb. Infinitive refers to 2 plus base form of verb. 2 plus base form of verb is called an infinitive. Infinitive may be formed without 2. If 2 is absent in the form of an infinitive, it is called bare infinitive. So basically, infinitive is of two types: two infinitive or whole infinitive, and bare infinitive. There are other types of infinitives too. For example, passive infinitive, perfect infinitive, perfect infinitive passive. Let me give some examples of other forms of infinitive. To have learned. To have learned. This is an example of a perfect infinitive. And to be learned. It's an example of a passive infinitive. Bare infinitive bare infinitive make, late, here, was, see, feel, need, be, notice, behold, are some of the transitive verbs. Transitive verbs which are followed by bare infinitives. Bare infinitives. Or infinitive without Now I think it is clear to you that infinitive is basically of two types: to infinitive or full infinitive and bare infinitive. To infinitive refers to to plus base form of verb. If the to is missing, if the preposition to is missing, it is called bare infinitive. Bare infinitive is used after these transitive verbs or after the objects of all these transitive verbs. Now I should like to display some examples of bare infinitive in complete sentences. Bare infinitive, examples of bare infinitive. Let me go. Let is a transitive verb, while me is an object. After let or the object of let, we use bare infinitive. That is why to is in the parenthesis. It means to must be omitted. Then the sentence is let me go. This is an example of a bare infinitive. She made me laugh. Here, to is missing. I heard her sing a modern song. Me have two needs to be omitted. Number D, English helps us get a good job. English helps us get a good job, a good job, a good job, and better salary. All these four sentences are examples of bare infinitive. Participle. Participle is also a non-finite. Participle is of three types: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Perfect participle. It's clear to you that participle is of three types: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Present participle is the base form, ing form of verb. Present participle, verb plus ing. Past participle usually refers to the ed form of verbs. Ed form of verb, that is V3, whereas ing form of verb V4. Perfect participle is a double participle. Perfect participle is a double participle or a hybrid participle. Having plus V3, having plus V3 is called the perfect participle, which is a kind of non-finite verb. Now, pay attention to what I say. Listen to me what I say. We will enjoy some examples of non-finite verbs, that is participles, in full sentences. I saw a flying bird. I saw a flying bird. Here in this sentence, flying has been used as a present participle, which is functioning like an adjective to modify the term noun bird. So, present participle is the ing form of verb or V4, which functions like an adjective, like a verb or an adverb. Present participle. She is teaching, she is learning English. She is learning English. Here, learning is the fourth form of verb which has made the sentence present continuous. Is the helping verb or an auxiliary verb which is helping the principal verb to form a continuous tense. Is learning, the total combination is called verb phrase, whereas is the head of this phrase. There are two words here. This part is the finite verb, while learning is the non-finite verb. This is an adjective and this is a verb, non-finite verb. Both are present participle. The girl came here dancing. Dancing is also a present participle which is functioning as an adverb in the sentence. Adverbial of manner. How did the girl come here? Dancing. So it is an adverb. It is called an adverbial of manner. Flying is modifying the word verb. Learning is the main verb which has made the sentence present continuous tense, and dancing is functioning like an adverb. It answers to the question how. How did the girl come here? Now past participle. Past participle is the third form of verb which is used to form passive voice, perfect tense, and an adjective, that is a verbal adjective. Verbal adjective. Now we see the examples on the whiteboard. Past participle. Jamil has written an email. Here, written is the third form or past participle form of verb which has formed present perfect tense with the help of the auxiliary verb has. Has written is a verb phrase, and here written is a non-finite verb or a past participle form of verb. Another example. A written examination will be held. A written examination will be held. Mark it. Written has been used as an adjective to modify the noun examination. What type of examination is it? Written examination. Here, written has formed present perfect tense, while in this case, in number B, written has been used as a verbal adjective. Another example, an image has been written by Shakil. This is the passive form, passive voice. Here, written has been used to form passive voice. Now we can say that the third form of verb or past participle form of verb is used to form any perfect tense as an adjective or verbal adjective and to form passive voice. To form passive voice. You may be confused with regard to the uses of present participle and gerund. Now, I will make it clear to you that gerund and present participle are not the same thing. The purpose of their uses are quite different from each other. Gerund. Gerund, given, base form of verb plus ing is called gerund while it functions like a noun. If the ing form of verb or fourth form of verb is used as a noun in a sentence, we call it gerund. We call it gerund. Please listen to what I said. Your attention is quite needed. Gerund is used in sentences in at least 5 ways. Let me give some examples to make it clear to you. Swimming, is a good exercise. Here in this sentence, swimming is the ing form of verb or fourth form of verb which has been used as the subject of the sentence. That is why it is called gerund. I like dancing. I like dancing. This is the transitive verb, while dancing is the ing form of verb which is functioning as the object of the transitive verb like. So, dancing is an example of a gerund. My hobby is garden. My hobby is garden. Here is the main verb, principal verb, the only verb. While gardening is the non-finite verb or gerund, which is functioning as a complement. That is to say, if we omit gardening, the sentence must lose its sense or meaning. Swimming, the subject of the sentence; dancing, the object of the transitive verb like. Gardening is the complement which has been used after the linking verb is. Number D, the cat is fond of drinking milk. The cat is fond of drinking milk. Here, of is a preposition, and this is the ein form of verb, which is called prepositional object or gerund. Gerund is used as the subject, object, complement, prepositional object, and the part of a compound noun. And the part of a compound noun. I have a driving license. I have a driving license. Here, driving license. Driving license is a compound noun. There are two parts, driving and license. This may be hyphenated. Now, I think it is clear to you that gerund is the ein form of verb which is used in sentences for serving 5 purposes: subject, object, complement, prepositional object, and a part of a compound noun. If any ein form of verb fails to fill up the criteria of this 5 criteria, it is called present participle. Present participle functions as a verb, an adverb, and as an adjective. While gerund may be the subject of the sentence, object of the transitive verb, complement of the linking verb, prepositional object of the preposition, and the part of a compound noun. The part of a compound. You must practice it. You know that practice makes a man perfect. Without practicing, you cannot learn a foreign language, or you cannot improve yourself in English. That is why my suggestion to you is that you must practice English at home, and your beginning should be with the item verb. There are 8 types of part of speech of which four types are flexible, one is semi-flexible, and the rest are non-flexible. Are parts of speech. Parts of speech. Parts of speech. Flexible, flexible, semi-flexible, flexible, and non-flexible, non-flexible. Flexible verb, adverb, adjective, and noun. Semi-flexible, pronoun, non-flexible, conjunction, interjection, verb, adverb, adjective, noun, pronoun, conjunction, interjection, and preposition. Flexible stands for changeable things. That is, a verb can be turned into an adverb or adjective or a noun, while pronoun may be changed to adjective or a noun. It cannot be a verb. It cannot function like a verb. Non-flexible terms or words cannot change their shape. Example may help you to understand them. Globe, global, globally, globalize, globalization, globalization. Pronoun he, I, my, adjective, noun, possessive and double possessive. But conjunction, preposition and interjection remain the same. They cannot shake their shape. They cannot change their shape. They cannot change. Maybe some words are double part of speech. For example, after, before, in, and until. These may be used as a conjunction or a preposition, but they cannot change their shape. They remain the same. Verb, adverb, adjective and noun are called flexible. Pronoun is called semi-flexible. Conjunction, preposition and interjection are called non-flexible. So my dear students, let me close the lecture today. Hope that you will attend my next class. Then I will make clear to you all the rest items of verbs, tense and right form of verbs. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Stay home and be blessed. Maintain your online class. I think you will be successful, and my intention, my aim will be fruitful if you follow my lecture staying at home.